I have to start talking now, don't I? This is so. This is outside of what I am usually doing. Um, and yeah, uh, let's have my beloved public out and see who is around. Jonathan, I am starting early. For me, this is normal. If I say I'm going to do something at 9, say I want to do it like a minute before 9. I hate the feeling that I am going to be late to something, and even if I'm like only a tiny bit early, like still feel better for doing it. Yeah. So for this week, we don't have Miles with us. What that means is that we also don't have someone thinking about what the other person's talking about. I am basically just going to be doing a long old ramble, which is exciting to say the least. I don't really know what I'm doing, and I highly doubt that this is going to be the best episode of this. Hi, Kat. It's nice to see people here, honestly, because I really without without Miles, I feel slightly abandoned. Abandoned's too strong a word. Sorry, Miles, if you're watching this later. Um, but it's um, it's certainly a curious thing to um, to not have someone to back and forth with. So let's make sure this is on screen. Cool. So this, in the words of David, darling little picture, although I don't think he would never have said it like that, is uh, I see Miles here equals more good, and I'm thinking, I think that without me, what would Miles be like? I won't say, but I think that there's a reason that I'm here and Mars isn't, and that's because of time zones. This picture was drawn by Jonathan. Their artistic talents know few bounds. And what Jonathan has been doing for the past week for Lexember is coining terms that would fit into this picture. And as I don't want to do anything very grammar-y without my co-star, my co-author, my co-creator, I thought I would have a little looky at this and see how things go. Sun Sun's one of these words where there might be like a very simple word and a more complex one. Moon as well. The fact that we have like you, I don't think it precludes having something a little bit more interesting as a follow-up. The night Bouba. Night Booba is a cool idea, to be honest. But I'm not sure what that would be. Do we have a word for night? We do. It would be vorabo. 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 Um, maybe. Why not? Why not? Vorabo. I also can't really just type and can't see what. Oh, okay. Um, Miles is usually the one doing this stuff. Ooh, um, mm, ooh. Okay. Let me. Mm, mm, mm. I don't think I'm gonna get everything in. Um, for the moon. Um, if would you rather see picture or text? I think text might be more important if you're gonna have one or the other. Um, sun, 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 sun. No, I'm just saying the word sun over and over and over. This is so weird. Um, and for a little change, the thing is, I'll zoom in now, but I don't think that this is going to be far too close. Um, we don't. I'm trying to think about how we can best show off the script that Jonathan has made on our filling in of the picture. And so I kind of want to make sure that we cover every letter if we can. But I don't think doing it in alphabetical order will. I think a B word would be better for cloud. Um, I think a B word would be better for cloud. Um, Part of me is just looking at the Valya or Valya, um, and thinking, what a nice word. Let's just do that. But obviously, that doesn't really make sense. We don't have Valya in the Bouba verse. Cloud, cloud, cloud. What sounds cloudy? Um, we have an F, but it's only in very specific cases. Um, Obscure plus inanimate suffix. Interesting. We don't have so many derivational suffixes yet. Um, it's one of the things that is quite annoying is that we don't really allow compounds, but we kind of end up having to have a compound that gets grammaticalized to just get to the next step past that. Which I guess sort of makes sense historically. It would be like they stop allowing the compounds, but these ones that they had before that were super common get reanalyzed. Um, but it's a bit strange. Uh, we could do an S. We can do an S. What we don't want is this. I'm not doing basi, but basu, and maybe with okay. What are you gonna see if I do it like this? Not really enough, but I think if I zoom out more, it's not gonna make sense. Also, this isn't quite right. Um, the whole tone part of this is um is doing something at the moment. Um, I think it would be basu, um, which I will check um quickly. Um, or so, no. Okay, I'm going with it. So I don't need you. Um, basu. Nice. Um, so we have a ba. Do we have a ch in here? Is that is the next letter? No. Do I think ch for sun? Yes, because ch for sky. Obviously, Spanish is cielo. It doesn't go full ch. French is ciel. I don't know. Like, is it cielo in Italian, which is what's bothering me? And also, I wouldn't like not do something just because one language has that sound um, in it. Um, Meat is fully just calling me out. Like, they're like, you're the only person in this call. They're like, yeah, what about it? What about it? Um, like, oh no, oh no. I horribly unprofessional. Um, so we've made one word in, I guess it's only been like 10 minutes. That's not bad for an um got my ginger tea. Um why not get inspired by that? Now the other thing that you have to bear with is that we have a very weird romanization for the proto language, um, which is mostly so that um, it doesn't require us to have IPA keyboards, which maybe we should have after basically a whole year of. I just realized this is going to be Jenna. I think Jenna's fun. It does sound like I'm referring to a person, but Jenny doesn't make it better. Jenu, Jenu. Maybe it should be Jenu or Jeno. No, I can't do Jeno. Jeno sounds like full. I'll go with Jenu. And then I'm thinking, so these palatal consonants, they do some quite cool stuff with our stops and things. So Janut, um, I don't think it would do anything too wild here. And now I'm just looking at Jonathan saying sure does and trying to go back through everything I've read and said and work out what's that's connecting with. I did ask for people's support, and I don't know. It's nice. It's nice just having friends here. Um, but I'm oh, always fun when oh, and also I'm sharing the wrong tab. I'm trying to run try to run Lexicon and then having it like not want to participate is always very weird. Um, so I can't tell again if this is in reference to velar nasal plus like ma being just G. I I think like the G for na in Gatlao is maybe one of the more controversial decisions that we've done. And I was just feeling so Fijian at the time. Like it was so so close to me. And it kind of makes sense if you're used to that stuff. And but obviously there's no way of telling people who don't know your language. Um, it's not nonsense. It's just out of context, which I guess looks like nonsense to someone who doesn't have the context. Um, anyway, do I want to know? Um, it's not G for nah. It would be I'll put it in the chat. Um, it's a bit Fijian where they already have the Q for nga, which is the everyone's current fave from Langtime Studios, and no one disagrees with it, not even David. We all love it. Yanu, 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 Yanu. It would be Yanu, I think. Well, we've the arguments that me and Miles have in private are so long-winded, and we often end up just going back on what we're doing. It's kind of cursed. I think a language which had all these phonemes and it was entirely based on the most cursed writing of them would be interesting. Bib does talk about this in Bib's illustrious 10 of my favorite languages video, which I found a re-uploaded version of the other day. Um, an excellent piece of media. I am gonna use the IPA and oh, not that. No, Geno. I'm really leaning for this final high tone. I think I have a lot of room in my heart for Tupian languages, which very often have just a final accent. And it's the origin of like a lot of very cool words in Brazilian Portuguese that have that as well, like abacaxi, or is it pororo? Or I think pororo might be a Ainu word that I have accidentally put into that category. Um, what's another good one? Guarana, Guarana. Um, um, it's not really like high rising tone. It's because this is this isn't like a tone of voice. Also, I'm realizing that I'm just saying Guarana it doesn't have a translation because it's just a plant. It's like I'll type it for everyone. Like you'll see it in like energy drinks and stuff. Um oh yeah, also not hormone replacement therapy. Although this is trans positive channel, so why not? Why not? And actually that can we can make that a route. Um Coast, I think we could do something interesting with. Maybe forest. Which of these is the most transcoded? Village, maybe? Let's do village. Um, so HRP. So it would be Chat, um, Groet or Grot. And let's just see what um, what we get if LexG will let me run it. Here we go. Oh, we have some of these already. A bridge is trans river coded, Jonathan. You are right there. Um, Hara. I like Hara. Hari. Oh, Hari. Is it Hari Neff? Is trans actress. Let's go with Hari. Um, so um, bridge or village? Bridge or village? I think we'll go bridge. I think Jonathan, you pushed me. Um, um, Hari, because I am doing these accents. Um, I might as well just share the Lexig thing, right? We aren't really doing anything especially um especially interesting in the document. I'm just documenting in the document, aren't I? Um what else? What else? Bridge is a trans river road. I think that when I think about roads at the moment, I am thinking about the Yellow Brick Road and Dorothy and Oz. And I've I know for a fact that the Oz routes, both Oz and Oz, really as much as David will compliment my pronunciation, I really do not think that I'm very good at it. Um, I think I try hard. I try hard in a lot of things. I don't think this is a situation where I am very good at doing pharyngalized consonants. I think I just know how to do a vowel that's lowered with a consonant pretty well. Anyway, after that ramble, um, a bridge is a trans river road. A bridge. Part of me wants to do brid, but I think that's quite obvious. Um, it would come out like this. That would come out as bri. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Bri. Howdy. Um, and then you could also do bari. Um, which I think would end up as Bai. Yeah, Bai, which Bai people are part of our community, including the village. I'm going to check if we have a Bai word. We do not. So we will make that a word um, for village. Probably could have done something more interesting, but if you can't tell, like things have been pretty low energy on this side of let's have a booba. I think we got very excited about Alexander, um, and life was going pretty well, and we've got here, and like I have a job, Miles has a job, and I don't think that Conlangi is necessarily the thing that we're both thinking the most about. Although I will say, I have found that I am enjoying it a lot more. I think there was a moment when I think if you sign up for a lot at once, it can get a bit overwhelming. But now I am kind of enjoying the vibe of stuff, you know. Um, I think it feels like a treat to be able to conlang, which if it doesn't feel like that, I guess it's a bit sad. But it feels a bit sad now. Um, I guess that's where I went with that. Um, Hill Hills. I think it's just that I've read too much poetry that conflates hills with like the map fleshy to me. They feel body coded. And I don't know what to do with that information. Maybe I need to start thinking about those letters again because we've now got multiple ones we need to do. Hi Hazel or Hazel or I don't know. I I I feel so bad. Like you see people's names and you want to say them correctly. Um and yeah. Um I will try my best, as always. Um Abuba Hill, sorry, Abuba Mountain. Abuba Mountain is an interesting idea. Cabo? I don't hate the word Cabo. I do associate it with the Cape, which I guess isn't a hill, so why not? We will get some more of these routes at some point. I do think that um, making it a using the bow for now doesn't feel too bad. Um, Road. One thing is that um, we like one possible route for these derivations is more classifiers that then basically die in how they're used. Um, and so there's an option for like a long thin classifier somewhere that we we might get to at some point. Um, I don't know what we would get it from though. Is my question. Um, and we also have we have like a bunch of these words already are used for derivations, which I think makes it a bit hard uh to like I don't want to use anything that's been used for something else, you know. Okay, hustle. Um, Miles will be better with the Norwegian than me. Um, I don't think a shield volcano is especially Bouba. If that's what the Bouba volcano is, I really don't. I don't believe that. Um, I feel like a stick. We have a word for branch. I think. Um, Bye, cat. Um, don't think we have a word for stick. We have a word for branch. Volcano. Volcan. Um, or in Kaktitel, it's Ishkanul, which is also a great film. Um, Deon. So we have Deon down there, but we don't. Oh, here we go. Um, I think that that's a bit too long. Do we have a word for vine? We have a word for wine. We don't have a word for vine. We should have a word for vine. Do I stick it in there? Um, I don't know. Imagining being paid to watch films in like 5 second increments. That is my life right now. I had to watch um, small clips from It Follows, like the horror film, solidly for like 2.5 hours today, trying to get every bit of dialogue lined up. And it was so embarrassing because I thought that I had got the frame rate sorted and that it was just a bad file. And I had asked for help, and my boss was like, "Did you do it properly?" And I was like, "Yes, I think I did it properly." And we I do it for the third time. I had already tried to do this over once. And I try and do it all properly, and it works the first time. And I'm thinking, how badly have I done this? Like, and she's really sweet. Like, it's not a bad. There's no bad vibes or anything, but I was just like, I'm supposed to know how to do this. It's only my fourth day, but it was an interesting experience, is what I'll say. Um, word for vine. Word for vine. I was really feeling there's this kind of fungus in Chile called changle, which grows in bamboo, and I think it sounds so cool. It's from a Mapuche word, and um, so if I wanted to, I could either swap the A in or the tongue schnell or schnell. Let's see. Um, I'm currently doing some pankashka stuff at the moment, and I have fallen back in love with it. I think there was a bit of time when I think I had hoped for too much from it. Don't hope for too much from your own conlangs. Um, um, what's a cantref? Is cantref the most key part of the cantref? Um, I think Tanil. Tanil is the better word. Um, although I don't really want. It's also long. How would I reduce that? Schneel, 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 schneel. Maybe just Neil. I think Neil is fine, especially with a high tone. Um, um, so which is going to be long, thin things. The twinks will be new. We could even make a word for twink. I might do it. Do we have a word for boy? Yeah. We don't have words for many humans. We have a word for man. Um, man comes up a lot. I don't think we have a word for one. I am writing binary gender into this world. I don't think that it's the worst thing. Um, well, is it? It wasn't for me. I think it worked for some people. Um, uh, here we go. Um, Mateus is a patron. There's a vine in the picture already. Where are the vines? The vines came up to derive this long thin thing, so we can get a road. Um, um, and I'm trying to think, do these people have horses? Do my people have horses? Ah, I guess, is ivy a kind of vine? Okay, what you're looking at is um, a very weird place to start, which is don't start with lexicon building. And even the fact that I'm doing this without knowing properly what the derivation stuff is going to be is kind of weird, but it's fine. Um, I'm trying to think. If, I feel like a walk schnell would be. I think vine is a generic term, but vine also it can be specifically like a kind like specifically referring to grapevine. I was looking for like a pergola or something. Um, like I know this isn't designed to be the Mediterranean climate or something. Um, do we have a word for path already? No. Do we have a word for walk? No. Do we have a word for carry? Or well, we don't have words for hardly anything. I don't know what we're doing. Like, um, I think the vine grapevine thing is probably a romance speaker thing because like Vigna, I think it's Vigna or Vina. Vigna? Vigna is specifically a grapevine, I think. Um um let's see. I want to walk. But I think walk new would be like a path or a trail. Um, I feel like I'm trying to think about what is going on these roads and what the things that are on these roads are doing. And I think part of it is that if they have, um, do we have a word? Do we have cows? We definitely have goats. We have sheep. Um, it's whether we have a kind of pack animal or not, you know? Um, I do think like carry a carry meal would be nice. Um, um, so I'm gonna make a word for carry, like and maybe specifically carry on back or something, because I am want to. Um, and seeing the CNIL and the CNAL is making me think of Roti Canai. And so I think I already have Roti. Um, to Ati. We'll see. We'll see. Um, particular. Maybe not. Hold, carry, take, and bring are all different things. If I tell you to hold something, to carry something, to take something, or bring something, they're all different, and I, I stand by that proclamation. And also, I'm doing the thing I hate, which is when people streaming just kind of scroll through everything at lightning pace, um, without a thought for the people watching them scrolling through the document. I think I'm just releasing my inner thoughts into the world, which is a bit of a scary thing. Hello, Rain Second. Um, um, we're gonna make this roti, although which would be ati atinil. Atinil is a nice word. Atinil, atinil, atinil. Um, so atinil, ati to carry plus nil on a bed. Um, and I'm gonna make the twink word. I'm gonna make the twink word, and I think it should be in honor of Troy. Um, and now I say that it's gonna end up. I don't know how I make this. I think I want the R. Well, it could be tro. And then troll, tror, tron, trot, trod, tros, tros. The Z is the closest sound, I think. Um, so tro, tronil, tronil, tronil. Tronil, tronil is a good word. Um, I will copy that one. Also, I realized I didn't share that with you, so that is fun. Um, um, I grew up in. I think I've said this. I think I've said this. Have I said this? I said I'm from Essex, and I know that there is a. I know that people in the US don't have an idea about Essex all the time, and people who aren't from Essex often have um, that not people who aren't from Essex, people who are like British but not from Essex have like a picture of what an Essex person is like. It's been quite funny at work because I am often like the first person that these people are working with who is from Essex, and I get to introduce them to all of the weird stuff I say. And I don't think it's that weird. Most people here don't think it's weird. Everyone here is convinced that I sound like the most normal person in the world. Um, um, and yet I go into London and meet people who don't know the accent at all, and they are put off at some point. Like, and I feel bad for them sometimes because like it's not their fault that I'm out here like saying stuff. Um, um, but Tronil, Matthijs de Tronil. To do with the Tronilmo. Um, so, what next? I think I need to work out what letters will have been written and which won't have been. We might want another something that stays stays G. I'm not sure if we changed the spelling of that or not. I think we rewrote that one. Um, sun, sun maybe. Ro, rol, rolo, because it will make a vowel. You wouldn't have guessed Essex. I I think it's because I am middle class. Like the Essex accent is quite specific. Well, no, it's not specific anymore. And I also went to a grammar school, so they kind of beat a lot of the accent out of you. But I didn't have that much of a strong accent to begin with because, like, all growing up, I identified as being from London, and that was how I spoke. And then it turns out, like, my whole family on my dad's side has been down here in the southeast for ages. I'm gonna go with Golo. I think Golo is a nice word. Um, um, And oh, moon is galley. So another thing that comes up I've seen is the idea of autism voice. That basically um, the like there's something I guess in the kind of social isolation or maybe in the patterning where we tend to not adopt the accents of where we're from. But also like there's a whole thing also of like trying to mirror the accents of the people you're around. Um, so it's not super strong one way or another. Um, coast, forest. Like a stream is so obviously a little thing, and it's also obviously not Bouba, which I guess means it's Kiki. So that maybe means we need like a little Kiki, small Kiki thing, like a chestnut. I think a chestnut would be very cute. Let's do it. Make a word for chestnut. Um, and I need to think what I want. Um, um, what do I want this thing to be? Um, we have a red for river? Yeah, we have uh, drama. Like drama obviously sounds like drama, and it also sounds a bit. That already sounds like dragon. So maybe leaning and also mat is the mat is quite like the labials always feel especially round and booba to me. Drana is boring. Dranga? Should it be dranga? Um, and then what would the nga be? Um, on the first day, let Miss My Baby give to me a chestnut in a chestnut tree. And on the second day of Let's Miss My Baby gave to me two Kiki rivers and a chestnut in a chestnut tree. Um, this nga will this will this work for me? Also, nga is too simple. I think it should be like nga. Although yeah, in a chest tree. Wait, where did my tea go? Um, on the third day of Let's Miss My Baby gave to me three corrections. Two. What is now the word for person as well? I don't know. I don't know. Person. Person is ngu. I think. I think a person. What kind of chestnut tree am I? Am I a horse chestnut? I don't. I no. I'm sweet. Also, next season we're doing horse chestnut gender and sweet chestnut gender. It's been decided. Oh, David, as it's just me, my tea, right here. Three gingers. Ginger, turmeric, not ginger. Galangal, also not ginger. Also, galangal is kind of like ginger. Turmeric is just a rhizome. Turmeric doesn't remind me of ginger at all. I don't know why it's in this tea. It makes it yellow, and I guess it's healthy, and I kind of like that. I like turmeric tea. I don't know why I'm talking about this so much. I think I just want to have my tea. Nah, nah, nah. I kind of don't want the tone. It's free ginger, and that's free Three. And I know I said I don't have an accent, but I do not. It's made by Pucker. Also, I can like increase the light. Um, I think turmeric in Indian food is too not too widespread, but not everything needs to be yellow. It does say twink. Thanks, David. Um, Nga, nga. Do I do nga? Oh, nga. I don't think I'm talking too much about tea. I'm gonna go with nga, in partly in tribute to Niska, which honestly got me through. Um, like Niska had enough resources on it where I felt like I could like um kind of work out what was going on at least. Um, so nah. Um, um, I'm only gonna say that this becomes nah. Am I making a trend of? I think it is going to be nah, which is the geeky diminutive. Oh, I could have done a hedgehog needs to be a thing that becomes like a kiki animal deriver. I think that needs to happen. What sound should the hedgehog make is the next question for that. I don't need it for this project, whatever that is. Um, and also, no, I don't want to start queuing. Um, should should I write these on the picture? Yes, no. Let's see. Um, to scalch. Oh, to scalch. 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 Well, how close to scalch? Well, the the final we can't do. We can do a final L. We can do a final S. So it'll be al or as, and then we can't do ska, but we can do sa, and I don't think we have stuff too much that starts with the ta, and it will stay. We can do xa, sal, and xas, and we can do sal and sas. Um, okay. Oh, it's only got 2 votes, but Also, I will share this tab. So like these are the and I guess I have to like make a decision. Chishat Chishat I don't think will do. Um Chishat is too close to Chisho. Chishal maybe, although I don't think it would be that great for what I want. Ksal, Ksa, Sal, Sa. I'm gonna check in the doc if we have Ksa. We have Ksar. Ksar is to talk. But that's a verb, so I don't think that would be too confusing. Does make me think not having the final um, liquid is better there. And then we don't have any ta yet. And I think the ta is both relatively generic while also lending itself to how things are, I think. So I'm going to find my spot again. Just instead. So the hedgehog. Let's I'll end that poll and I'll do another one. So hedgehog. So it would be we'll do 살, 사, and 사. Although it wouldn't necessarily stay like that or 사. Chashal, no, Chashal is too long. Do 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 do. Okay. I feel like the like so I don't know whether we give it too much um too much what is the question? Like I think that like we see it in if you're a native English speaker, you see it in languages that aren't English and you're like, oh, what a curious little phoneme that the T and the S buddy up together. And we don't think necessarily all that much about the jazz and the chuz. That for us, like, are their own little thing. Obviously, if you're a conlanger, you know the secret. But like, I don't. What is it really? Um, Holding space for the Africates of the world, and also the not not loved enough. Absolutely not loved enough. The problem with these YouTube polls is that I can't tell A if David has voted and B if David's which one David's voted for. I will give David the win in a vote if he wants it as CEO of Let's Have a Bouba. Jonathan's back. Jonathan can vote. What did you hear from the plumber? The plumber. Wow. I wonder what sort of day you're having, Jonathan. I wonder what sort of time you're having. I feel like if Miles were here, I would be braver. I think I'm eluding enough. Okay, I can see what needs to happen. We're going with Xa, and I honestly love Xa. Xa has such like Indo-Aryan vibes in in like a in a way where I feel comfortable with them. Um, not everything Indo-Aryan is good. You heard it here first. Um, so Xa, Khu, Xa, and Xa, Xa, and I guess it's just going to be Xa. Um, which I don't know, like, what's everyone's favorite kiki animal that isn't a hedgehog? That's the real question. What is everyone's favorite kiki animal that isn't a hedgehog? Um, and am I think that it shouldn't take me too long to write these up. Um, some of these I don't want to do. Oh, I the stream we got to. A hedgehog in a thicket. If you draw a hedgehog in a thicket, it would be, again, in David's words, one of the most darling things ever. Oh my god, is Jesse watching? Porcupine. Do we have porcupine? We'll say we have them. Porcupines, sea urchins, and blowfish. I feel like a blowfish would just be a hedgehog fish. Well, I guess that's not a bad way of like going about this. Do we have a word for fish? We have a word for starfish. We don't have a word for just fish. I'm very happy that Jesse shouted. Um, I'm very happy that Jesse's watching. Jesse, you really shine a light on the world of conlanging. Without Jesse there, would we have stayed? Not sure. Um, without Jesse there, would we feel loved? No. Um, Jesse holds this community together with honestly just so much radiance. Uh, vultures are quite geeky, but I feel like vultures don't need. I feel like a vulture could just be a root, and I don't know what a vulture would be. Um, what would a vulture be? What would a vulture be? Aaron, do you want your name to mean vulture? Um, I don't know if bowling someone over is positive, right? It's like a nice thing you can say to someone, because I am like, okay, good. I've just checked Discord. Like I'm like partly imagining like someone like rolling a bowling ball into someone. I guess it's like a bowling ball of like of love, a bowling ball of affection. Um, I don't know. Uh, okay, I need to like try and scoop out of the recesses of my mind. Um, what it could be just ran. Do we have a word that's just ran yet? I think we might do. Um, um, although I can't see it. Let's. Why not just run? I think. Okay, this is taking me way back to the Ringaling Lang. In the Ringaling Lang, we had like a whole vulture god tangent thing that emerged that was quite cool. Um, um, uh, okay, let's see what Jonathan's little suggestion gets us. Um, Also, I'm keeping the Tal and the Sass. I think the Tal especially up there. I think that she deserves a chance. Um, I can't just use that. That's fun. Very fun. I'll just like have to like copy and paste it. Um, uh, I think it will be Haran, the closest, the closest to Haram. Haram in Arabic isn't with the. Is allowed. It's consonant. Yeah, Haran. Although if something is haram, it isn't allowed. It is allowed. Oh, Google's Google's uh Google's telling me that I don't have any friends again. Thank you, Google. Accurate summary of person at like 20 to 11 talking about haram haram vultures. Um what's confusing you, Jonathan? You are valid to feel confused because this whole thing is not necessarily the best organized show in the business. Selvi Haran. I think that's a nice name. I think it sounds nice. Sorry, Haran. Haran. Um, I don't think I'm doing that properly. Haran. Haran. But it's not voiced anymore. It'd be not ha. Haran. Um, we allow it can be any C followed by an alveolar. If it's alveolar alveolar, they aren't allowed to be of the same manner. No, vultures, people who are cool talk about vultures. I think we're establishing that now. If you're cool, you talk about vultures. And we're all cool now because we have a word for vulture in this language, which means like people people are like dying. Which means people can be heroes. And I think there's something special about that. Um, what if this was like a clam xa? I think a clam xa is fun. Like, is a clam especially Kiki? No. Is it especially Bouba? No. Will it have to take one of them? Yes. But what is that extra? An extra Kiki one? Yeah. RL wouldn't work. Um, um, Also, this is a valid. No, it's not. It's not valid because of the M. What would go there? Or like as like a sea mollusk in a sea mollusk shell. Also, I can't. I'm not. I wish it would like follow me. You know. Um. I also get depressed if my favorite person doesn't show up for a couple of days. if you're listening to this, Miles, my depression is your fault for today, and not other days. I'm gonna make tal like or maybe a shell. Shells are shells Kiki or Booba. I think like a snail shell, like a conch. I guess conches have a point though. And then a little Kiki conch. Kiki conch is such a drag name. Welcome to the stage, Kiki conch. Turns across the board for Kiki conch. We'll make Tal the word for conch. Um, um, and then the little Kiki conch animal um, will be the Tsalxa, Xa, Tsalxa, Tsalxa. Um, um, I feel like conch. First of all, I want to check if conch is used like that in the UK. I not Wikipedia. I want Wiktionary, the nerds Wikipedia, and I don't think no. It's equal opportunity for people to say it wrong. I really just don't. I don't like it. Oh, wait. There's people who say that as nudie branks. Is it from Greek? It's from. It is? Wow. Okay. So, wow. I feel I feel lied to. It was a nudie branch. It was a naked branch because it's a sea slug. That's how this thing works, isn't it? I don't know how they could do this to me. I don't know how they could do this to me. Gutted live on camera, like someone eating a sea slug. Can you eat a nudibranchia? There must be. There must be one. Um, I'm gonna check if I can eat them or not. Can I eat a nudibranch? Um, Hi Ryan. This is not normal. I'm not normal. What's happening is not normal. Um, so okay, with 13 minutes left, I'm gonna start writing stuff up. Um, Jonathan is gonna fill you in on everything you need to know. I am gonna get my little picture up. I'm gonna get my little text tool going. Gonna get my color in the system, and I'm gonna get ready to type in Sutan. It's not state statin, Sutan. Not too big. I need reduce font size. I'm saying all the wrong things, I think. Okay. That's also not what I want. Cool. Slay. This is going perfectly. That's not what I want to do. Also, you can't see any of this, so it's not even funny. Okay. I'm coming back, guys. Also, people who aren't guys. Um I don't think this is the way to go about this. Um, full panic mode activated. I don't want to share that. I want to share a window. Um, is this working? I think it's working. I'm not, I don't want my infinity mirror. Um, do, do, do. So that just says hi, by the way, because I didn't know what to write. I hope everyone enjoys seeing this. I made it slightly grayer. I felt when I did the thumbnail picture, it was looking a bit weird. Um, oh yeah, Rolo, that it's with the um, thingy bob. I feel, yeah, it does say hi. Um, so I'm trying to remember. No, no, no. Okay, that's a g, and that's an o. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. No, no. Um, I hope that everyone can see this. Okay, yeah. Huh. Also, wrong brackets, Jonathan. You're a bad linguist and you should be very ashamed of yourself. Those should be square brackets. And also, according to David, phonemes don't exist. So you don't need the slashes anymore. We live in a world that's got too many lies in it. Also, I think I do need a there. Voila. I'm glad you feel ashamed. This is a place with a culture of shame. Um, unlike those places that don't have shame cultures, where everyone's happy all the time. I'm gonna spend like the end of this stream just attempting to make this look half okay. Also, Jonathan, you did it tiny, and I think that's fine, but I don't necessarily want mine to be tiny. So, is this gonna work? Yes. Okay. Do we have a word for cloud yet? Have we got that far on the list? Word for cloud. Yes, bası. Um, do, do, do. Um, I don't know why this is like this. But I am going to go with it and hope it's all okay. Um, so, did not like that. Also, okay, yeah, you can see me just writing, failing to write things correctly. Okay. Why is this doing this? Okay. What next? Mountains? Mountains are just ka, I think. They're a bit boring. Um, sorry, mountains. Jonathan, get on that. We need a vulture in the sky. Like, sorry. I we Let's Have a Bouba have asked Jonathan for so much stuff, and we have at the very least like given a minor word for like a minor amount of money, but it doesn't feel like enough because of the work that Jonathan has done for free um for us to make this happen, which I think is just so cool. I don't remember where the sky was, and I realize ending the sentence there seems really, really weird. Um, but I'm going to. It's just kind of hanging about in the middle of nowhere. I think that's fine. But do you have a roseate spoonbill? We need a roseate spoonbill. The sky and between the clouds. The sky is everyone. The sky. The script is called Sutan. This is fun. And I've forgotten the word for sky again. Mother, I'm going crazy on the stream again. Boobas, I don't know if you know this reference I am making. Jenu. I have so much just obscure gay shit in my head. And I do love Miles because Miles also has obscure gay shit. That's not what I wanted to do. So this is. Why do I keep forgetting my words? It's Janu. No, Miles is a medical condition, and I need to be treated for it right now. Miles, if you're watching this, I hope you feel ashamed. I'm clearly the David now, and I don't know what that means. Jonathan, you're going early. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Not even staying so that I can write the word for moon up, like Lavuna, the best cat in the whole world, the absolute best cat in the world. Not Roman number two, Roman number two, and I have actually met Roman, and it's also like to have met one of the most iconic conlanging cats is such a privilege. And I hope someday I repay David and Jesse for everything. It will be hard, but I'll do it. And I am gonna do the what next? What next? Don't have a word first. Oh, everyone's going now. Oh no, people aren't. Oh, sorry. What kind of script? It's This is an alphabet because we wanted an alphabet. And yeah, like I think that for a language like this, it kind of made sense. We have a bunch of weird clusters that wouldn't necessarily make a lot of sense otherwise. I'm gonna go back to the doc and do one last one. What haven't I labeled? Oh, the hira. Um, I think I'm going to write it with an H. Although, although, no, I will write it with a properly. Although I want to move it again. So the C, line that up, and we'll keep that. Oh, there. Ah, and oh, I need to edit. Oh no, I can't do. No, no, no. Okay. So, I'm gonna call that a day. I'm gonna save, although no, I'll save in a bit. So lovely to see everyone, other than Miles, because Miles is a working whale. And yeah, this was Solo Booba, interesting venture into the realms of me being here by myself. Thank you to everyone who joined us. Kat, Jonathan, David, Mateus, Hazel, Tethys, Eren. I hope I've not missed anyone. Rainbow. Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird one, but I hope we will see you again. Okay, bye. Oh, and Orion, sorry. Bye.